We're rushing out the door from our hotel, and we're heading over to Puerta del Sol. Did I say that right?
Puerta del Sol.
Oh. Puerta del Sol.
A free walking tour with extreme tours. And it's called Millennial Madrid. So we have a list of things that we think we're gonna see, but we don't know the order of them. But we're excited, and we gotta go. So he's dilly-dallying. We gotta go.
I'm not dilly-dallying.
Let's go.
I'm always ready to go at any time. Let's get out of here. Why don't you come along with us? What'd you get?
All right, so this spot right here is La Mallorquina. And if you spend any time around Puerta del Sol, you'll almost guarantee to walk past it. Has been here since 1894. Over the years, this bakery has become one of Madrid's most famous stops for both locals and visitors. What makes it so special isn't just the history, it's the fact that it's still very much part of everyday life here. People pop in for a quick pastry, grab something to go, or stand at the counter with a coffee like they've been doing it for generations. They're especially known for their pastries and sweets, and if you're into classic Spanish baked items, this is one of those places where it's hard to choose just one thing. We love stops like this on a walking day because they're more than just food. They're little pieces of the city's rhythm. You can see up on there, it says 1894.
It's iconic. It is legit iconic. We were going to get a coffee and we were going to stand at the counter, but it was just easier for us. Our hotel is literally around the corner, which was perfect. What a great location for that hotel. So we got the pastry and we're going to head over to our hotel right around the corner, and we're going to get a coffee there. Spanish coffee from the hotel. What do you think? Let's go. Let's go. If you want a coffee in the hotel, it costs €250, and I just got done making my coffee. And it's a machine. And they don't give you a regular cup, they give you a paper cup. It's kind of hot on the hands. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's hot.
Michael, you getting into it?
I think I am. So, our first Madrid Danish pastry with our...
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Can you put it down so I can open it up
It's
so
got
you can see it?
honey on it or something. It's sticky.
There we go. Now that looks good. Let me get a photo of that.
It's got honey. Is it honey that's on there? Drizzled on there?
Sugar glaze or something. I don't know if it's honey, made with honey or not.
It could be a sugar glaze, like the way you make your baklava. That's very good. You guys try it.
So I love how they have little slivered almonds on it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that.
That's good.
That is good. Puerta del Sol Plaza. And it's actually Puerta del Sol, the area in Madrid. Let me show you what's going on. So we're gonna meet our tour guide. They call it a free tour. I'm gonna guess it's not free somehow, somewhere. Look at that. This is where they have their New Year's Eve parties. This is their Times Square. All the Spaniards on New Year's Eve have this on their TV. Oh, it looks like we found our tour guide.
I don't know.
It didn't sound English.
Is it English? No? No? Okay.
He didn't sound English at all. We're still looking for our tour guide. Andrea just waved me on. I get over there. He's like, he doesn't sound English. She does it all through WhatsApp. So the guy's communicating with her through WhatsApp. Look how busy it is here. Look at the streets over there. The street is mobbed, and we're literally in the off season. It's January in Madrid, and this is what it looks like. It's mild with a little drizzle, rainy, cloudy, but the sun looks like it's coming out here, so it's good.
Just say your name and where are you from? Mr. Miguel?
Sure. I'm Andrea from the United States, originally from the Northeast, but now in Florida.
I'm Michael, and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, United States.
I'm Judy, and I'm
From England. Brazil.
From Iran.
From Iran.
Mi nombre es Alexander, vengo de Bogotá, Colombia.
Colombia.
Lorena, I'm from Colombia. Sarah from Quebec.
Quebec.
Pascal from Quebec.
Perfect, guys. Fantastic. Beautiful morning here in Madrid. People from everywhere, from all around the world, yeah. The point of this tour is just to have a good time, okay? If you have any question, just ask me. I will give you plenty of recommendations, okay? Guys, Madrid is a very safe city, but there are many pickpockets in the area, okay? So just be careful with your belongings, okay? What else? Let's try to stay together all the time. If someone wants to stop for a photo somewhere, let me know, okay? Otherwise, I continue walking and I lose you, okay? Or you lose me. Perfect, guys. This tour is gonna be finishing kind of like until 2 p.m. Perfect time for lunch, okay? Guys, have you ever taken a walking tour here in Europe before?
Yep.
Okay. So, well, as you know, we are self-employed, so just at the end of the tour, I will ask you for a contribution to my job that can be cash or card, okay? The Royal Palace is literally just like 10 minutes walking that way, so it was kind of like saying, welcome to the Royal Palace of Madrid, welcome to Madrid City. Look on the floor, there's a huge plate that it says kilometer zero, okay? So basically from there starts all the highways to all around of the country. Do you see Tío Pepe or Uncle Pepe? Who knows what is Tío Pepe? ¿Quién sabe qué es Tío Pepe? Tío Pepe used to be kind of like extremely popular, same as Coca-Cola or Pepsi back in the time, okay? But it's vermouth. Vermouth is kind of like a type of wine. Tío Pepe used to be at the top of this building, of the Apple store. But 14 years ago, the government established a law of no advertisements in this square. Actually, if you take a look, it's the only advertisement in the square, right? Well, they put down Tío Pepe, they removed Tío Pepe, and people protested because they wanted back Tío Pepe in the square. You know, we love to protest for important things, right? So we were like, we want Tío Pepe back in the main square, okay? So that's why they put it there in the center of the square. Is the only advertisement that is allowed here in the square. Do you have any question for now? All good? Tell me.
The bear. What's the significance of the
That
bear?
was the next point, my friend. Exactly.
Oh.
Talking about official animals, talking about animals. What is the official animal of United States?
Eagle.
Yes.
An eagle, exactly. What about the United Kingdom, my friend? Any official animal? No?
Probably.
There has to be. We're gonna Google.
What about you?
Yeah, you kid.
Where are you from?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Scotland's animal's a unicorn, so I don't know.
I knew it. The unicorn.
Oh, that's awesome. Unicorn.
And the lion.
Yeah, technically I like.
Fantastic. Perfect, my friend. So, what about Brazil? Official animal of Brazil?
I have no idea.
No
Soccer
idea.
ball.
Cheetah, fantastic. Colombia.
Condor.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yes.
What about from Canada?
Beaver.
The beaver. Exactly. Perfect, guys. So, the official animal of Madrid is the bear, okay? That bear that you see over there, guys, the statue of the bear with that tree. That tree that looks like a broccoli is not a broccoli, guys. It's a Madroño tree, right? It's kind of like a strawberry, kind of like lychee, okay? It's one type of fruit.
The ankle is good luck. If you touch the ankle, it's good luck. If you touch the butt, the tail, you touch the tail is hoping that you find your partner. If you happen to be single, you find a partner, and that's what the tail is. That's why the discoloration. Ankle's good luck, so that's pretty cool. Let's continue on our tour. And when the Apple building over here, the Apple building is the newest building in this square, and that Tío Pepe sign used to be on top of that building. And the people in Madrid protested because they still wanted that billboard kind of sign in the square. So after protests, the government said, fine, we will put the Tío Pepe sign up.
Closer, guys. Who is this person with that horse? Carlos III or Charles III, okay? Who is Charles III? Charles III used to be, well, he's considered as the best king from all history from Spain. He brought education system and health system, right?
When we go back to the square, we need to go look at that compass that's in the sidewalk.
Oh, walking along, we're coming into the palace now. Take a look at it.
You're walking to the palace, and they got music playing. Oh, this guy's playing the music. This guy's playing the music. I'm like, oh, you walk to the palace, they're playing music outside. There really was a guy selling music outside. He was basically looking for tips.
For 3 minutes for a couple of photos.
So we are at the palace. It's walking distance from our hotel.
We're gonna get some information about it.
They're beautiful gardens.
There's one person missing, right?
We're missing two?
One person.
Who's that?
Our American friend.
They're all here, Americans.
Oh, here you are, my friend.
We're the American guys. I thought there were only two Americans here.
Perfect, guys. So, everybody is here. Fantastic. So, guys, what do you think about this place? Really beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Perfect, guys. So we are here in front of the Royal Palace of Madrid, right? In the year of 1764. It was built in that year. Guys, it's from neoclassic style, okay? And it was built by, well, it was ordered to be built by the King Philip V. Who is Philip V? Important things to say about the Royal Palace. It's a huge palace. It's 2 times bigger than the Buckingham Palace in London, right?
Ooh.
Bigger than the Versailles Palace in France. Bigger than the Schaumburg Palace. And there's just one bigger that is in St. Petersburg, Russia. But that means that this is the biggest royal palace from Western Europe, guys. It's huge.
So all these spots here. Here, here, here. Those are all bullet holes.
Those are all bullet holes that
Bullet
have been
marks.
patched. From their Civil War. Their Civil War was during World War II, so they never participated in the World War II battles because they were fighting amongst themselves. But you'll see, he said, you'll see those bullet repair holes all over Madrid, everywhere. So we'll keep an eye out for those holes. But it's pretty interesting, eh?
And the other thing that's really interesting is